Okay, so in this one we're going to have a look at our acidified dichromate ions. You need to know the formula, which were orange if you remember. And when they oxidize alcohols, that's when we made acidified potassium dichromate as an oxidizing agent. They become green Cr3 plus ions. So be careful when you are balancing this half equation. Everybody starts off with our rules as normal, our balance with the oxygens, with hydrogen, with water, balance H plus hydrogens with H plus. But for this one you have to be a little bit more careful before you start in using your rules, because if you look very carefully, how many chromiums do we have on this side? 2. How many chromiums this side? Only 1. So before you start using the 1, 2, 3 rules, you must make sure that you've balanced for the chromiums first of all. Okay, now once we've done that, now we can start with our rules. So 7 oxygens, what are we going to add onto this side? H2O, how many of them? 7. Which means now, how many hydrogens have I introduced? 7 times 2 is 14. So I'm going to have 14 H plus ions on this side. Sometimes I have quite large numbers. You shouldn't let that worry you. So now we need to add electrons to one of the sides because we have a redox half equation. So think of your maths, 14 positives, 2 negatives, what does that give me? 12 plus on that side. Now, what is the charge on this side of the equation? 2 times 3, 6 plus. So, what was our rules? What do we have to do? Add electrons to the more positive side until both sides of the equation have the same charge. So how many electrons do we need to add? We're going to add electrons to this side. And how many electrons do we need? We need 6 electrons. 12 plus 6 minus gives me an overall charge of 6 plus. So this half equation is okay now. Let's see what happens when it oxidizes alcohol. So I've written down an equation here. Methanol being oxidized to methanoic acids. Okay, I can just use these rules for organic reactions as well. Doesn't matter, it's just general rules.